back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. I am gonna give you that double toothbrush action, Doobie Doo.
And I am here to be your best dear friend, Sobroni.
Welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars podcast, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu, because she is trash. What's going on?
Yes. Nothing much. Just chilling. How you doing, Drew?
I'm feeling much better from last week. Which is why the people who in Patreon could see our lovely faces this week.
Yes.
Unless something happens, and in that case, well, then I guess you don't. But that is the intention. So yeah, we're gonna have a great episode, guys. So let's get started with our new segment this week in anime. Oni, you can go first.
All right. This is a bit old, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard. But I just want to cover it really quick because I have a different spin on it. But Kadokawa has acquired anime studio Doga Kobo. You might recognize Doga Kobo as the studio that is currently doing Oshi no Ko, as well as Alia-san Hides Her Feelings. They're very accomplished. I didn't even know they were founded in 1973. So they've been doing this for a long time. They've actually just celebrated their 50th anniversary. So that's wild. Their hits include Yuri Yuri, New Game, if you remember whatchamacallit, that the dumbbell lifting anime that we watched on the podcast.
Wait, Anagai Muscle.
Muscle, yeah, that one. Koihime Musa, which is one of my all-time favorite, VNs, but they covered the anime. So anyway, they have a long history of doing a lot of stuff, and they were just recently acquired by Kadokawa, which people are interpreting as like Kadokawa being like the Disney of anime or Japan, where they just keep seemingly absorbing all these different studios under their umbrella and kind of just like pumping out projects over like a lot of volume. So people are scared that Kadokawa is just basically going to become this workhorse that just pumps out like 10 anime a year now, so, or whatever, 10 anime a season. So, and I personally don't think that's going to happen. I think people are overblowing. Usually, like, I don't think this is a good thing necessarily. It's never good to have one company own like a bunch of other companies and like create this monopoly, but I also don't think it's going to be like, oh, the Doga is finished now. It's going to be run into the ground. I largely think most of the time acquisitions like this happen, nothing really changes. There might be a bit more that Doga Koba might have on their plate now, but usually all this adds is a little bit more bureaucracy and red tape. These big super mega corps don't always have the time and energy to like micromanage the hundreds of studios they have under them. And Doga Koba has 62 employees. I don't think Kadokawa is really gonna care much what Doga Kobo does. They'll probably give him a couple of projects to work on a year, but I largely don't think this will have an impact on their quality.
Yeah,
maybe that's just hopium. I don't know.
I mean, I kind of agree, especially because they seem to be super successful. Okay, well, clearly not that. Well, we don't know
They're pretty successful. Oshi no Ko.
Okay, so when I said successful, I meant in terms of money. At first, I was going to imply that maybe they just didn't make enough income, and then that's why they got bought out. But there could be multiple reasons why.
Yeah,
the deal went through. So that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah, I don't think that they're like rolling in the money. I don't think they're UFO table or anything. But
yeah,
they've been pretty successful. So again, it's something to keep an eye on. I just think people are over dooming about it, like, oh, it's over, it's all over. No, the Oshi no Ko is gonna be canceled tomorrow. No, I think we're largely fine. But if Doga Kobo starts like dropping in quality, then maybe raise an eyebrow.
I agree. Yeah, no keep a cautious eye open, but I don't think it's any need to panic.
It's not a code red yet. Yeah.
All right. Well, my news is certainly much smaller. Korean Anime News Network. Rick and Morty the anime trailer confirms August 15th debut. And they revealed a bilingual cast. So this is probably lazy of me to not look up, but just by ear, it sounds like they just brought back the same English cast for the
cartoon.
Yeah, like it just sounds like them.
Makes sense.
I'm not sure. Like, this is so it's weird. It's like they dip in and out of the like they dip in and out of the original show in terms of like animation, mostly out. They dip into it sometimes, and I don't know. I feel like, first of all, I don't want to watch this in dub, even though I love the dub. Like, the dub is fine, but it's just like, I don't know. I just want the dub. I just want the original dub with the original art style, kind of. That makes sense.
When you say dub, you mean English or
the English? Yeah, excuse me. I'd rather, I just want to watch it with subs. Just like, if you're trying to give me a different feel, because if we're not getting a different feel, then what's the point of this anime to begin with?
Listen, I don't have any high hopes. I just think it's a cash grab, but
after watching this trailer, I might be inclined to agree. It almost looks like, it almost feels like, I don't know, the dude who did Shin-chan is doing this.
Look great.
It really does not, and I'm just like,
it does not look good at all.
Wow, like, damn, like, can't you? I don't know. It feels like this is like a rough draft. And they're just like, oh, good enough for me. I mean, I would be lying if I said I wasn't curious, so I probably will be watching to see what it's giving. But man, oof. Yeah, and which is very interesting, both the dub and the sub apparently going to be on Adult Swim. Well,
okay.
Let me rephrase that. They both should be on Cartoon Network. The English dub will be during Adult Swim, and the Japanese dub will be during Toonami. Yes, it says midnight midnight in the Toonami block. Okay, yeah. So I don't have high hopes for it, but I'm gonna give it a chance.
All right. Let me know how it is, because I'm not. Unless you recommend it.
Will do. Okay. Now that we're done with our news, it's time for our weekly reviews, and we're gonna start off with Oshinoko season 2, episode 2, which is my episode of the week.
Is it my episode of the week? No, but it was a good episode.
It was a good episode. I was just really here for the mangaka. I forget what she goes by. I just know her last name is Samejima. But I know she goes by. I
remembered it and then I forgot it.
I know she goes by another name, but I know her last name is Samejima.
Yeah, Abiko. There we go.
Abiko. Okay.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, I love like the contrast between her and the other mangaka whose work was adapted in the first season. She's just like passive and like whatever. It's nothing I can do. This girl's over here like, how the fuck dare you ruin my characters? Rewrite this shit or I'm withdrawing consent.
Period. Oh my god, G had a whole diva moment, and I was like, I'm kind of here for it. I felt terrible for the screenwriter though.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I feel like it's two sides of the same coin. Like, the first girl's too passive, and this one is too aggressive. Like, to the point where she's like, literally, like, kind of ruining this guy's career. To be honest, like,
I feel really like she kind of got him fired.
Mm-hmm.
she said, "Fuck it, I'll write it myself."
Mm-hmm.
And then they had a whole explanation of how it becomes like a game of telephone when it comes to like between the author and the screenwriter.
Right. And that was relatable
mhm.
because I feel like that happens a lot in just businesses in general. Like, oh, here's my first draft. Now read this over and correct it, and then pass that along to the next person. And then that person reads it and corrects it and passes it to the next person. And by the time it gets to like the last person in the chain, it's like a totally different email or draft or message.
Excuse me. I mean, I feel like if I was Abiko, I probably would have just been like, let's write it together. And that way, because it's like, and I wonder if they're going to address the obvious problem with this, is the fact that she's a mangaka, not a screenwriter. And those are, like, are those not two different types of
I'm
writing?
Thinking that's what's going to happen. That's my prediction, that she's going to try to do it and it's going to, like, flop because it's, like,
the same.
A totally different style,
So, yeah, and then she'll probably call home dude back and be like, okay, help me write. Oh my god, also her using 2 toothbrushes in the bathroom was
that was cute.
Double fisting toothbrushes is insane.
I was gonna say dual wielding, but okay. Shows where our minds are at.
Listen, all I'm saying, I saw that and I was like, I should call them. Oh, and in the beginning where Kana is clearly getting very upset that Akane is approaching Aqua and being like, yeah, let's work together. Like this is like my field, so I'm willing to help you. Da 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 da. And she's just, oh my gosh, she's fuming. She is fuming. Justice for Kana.
I'm kind of mad at the Akane propaganda we're getting.
What propaganda?
The propaganda of making her seem better than she actually is. Like she has a chance in the harem right now, or the whatchamacallit, the romance.
She had a rough season.
She was already turned down. Get out of the race, girl. This is Kana's man right now.
Right, so then just relax and let it happen. Listen, I'm here for the spirit of competition.
I'm just, the second half of the season better be about Kana. Better have some Kana moments. I didn't sign up for an Akane fucking massage session.
Oh my gosh! Listen, she already had moments already since it started. Like, relax.
Nah, that was season 1. I'm talking about moments.
Hello, did you not see episode 1 where she was acting with the dude? And
that wasn't a moment with Aqua though.
Listen, you can take what you can get. All right.
I don't care about her moments with random people that aren't Aqua.
Oh. Well, unlike you, I don't tie woman's worth to a man. Sexist.
I said unless it's with Ruby, in which case it's cute too. But Ruby's not. I don't expect to see Ruby at all this season based on what we've seen so far.
Yeah. Well, I think you're gonna hate the next episode because the Akane and Aqua are already on a date at the theater. Or she's gonna be like, "Hey, here's a theater. Don't you like it?" Yeah. Also, I love Abiko's design. Like it's just like a really deep, pretty purple, and her pupils are super interesting, and like they just match everything really well. So like when she gets angry, it's still really pretty.
They do a good job of like designing characters like hair and eyes. Like even the background girl, like one of the actresses has like silver hair on top and like dark hair underneath.
Oh, and her eyes, and it's like reddish, like
yeah, it's really nice. Like, yeah, why couldn't you actually be like a main character or something? I like your design a lot.
Yeah, it looks really good. I really enjoy it. Yeah, it's when it looks that pretty, it's like I don't care that it's mostly talking.
Yeah, like I think this season's gonna be mostly just, it's not gonna be as intense as the first season. I think it's gonna be mostly just talking and character development.
I mean, I feel like that's what the series boils down to.
Yeah, but the first season had its moments of like intensity, like the Akane suicide thing.
Yeah, that's
like the eye thing, the whole eye drama. I feel like this is just literally gonna be like, let's just put on a play the season. It's gonna be like the Hashira training arc for Hashiroko.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna enjoy it either way.
Same.
Excuse me. Right. Up next we have feelings in Russian. Alia's feelings in Russian. So
this is my episode of the week.
What?
And this is my episode of the week.
Well, I called it.
Yeah, you did. You called it.
I did, because I'm just like, y'all look really similar, a little too similar. But I did not expect the plot twist of, well, me being right, but them hiding it.
Yeah, I guess they're just hiding it to troll. I don't know what the reason behind it is.
Me neither.
Like that whole time where Yuki was trolling the hell out of Aya in the restaurant.
Oh my god!
I would have just been like, "Oh, she's actually my sister."
Like, yeah, I would have just said it. I don't know why he's going along with it.
Yeah, like whatever. I know she's going along with it.
She's just a troll. Yeah,
I'm just gonna be like, yeah, she woke up in bed next to me because she's my sister. Save yourself some trouble. But yes, I love the personality swing that she has.
Yeah,
when she's not around Alia and the rest of the student council.
Yeah, Yuki is. Yeah, she's unhinged, 100%. And I don't know. There's still part of me that I'm just like, I think half of it is you're just fucking with him, but I think somewhere deep down you want to fuck your own brother.
Probably.
Right.
I also think that she's I do think she like, it's like 80-20. I think it's like 80% she just wants to troll her brother, but then 20% maybe be like, no, man, maybe.
I don't know. It's feeling real 70-30, 60-40. when I see a sister, lay on top of her brother like that at this age.
It's a joke. She's just pranking him. It's a prank.
Red flag on the play.
Just a prank, bro. Oh my god. Yeah. I love when she does the my brother, because it reminds me of fucking Toto from
very cute. I like that too.
Kaisen.
Yes. Like,
my brother.
Yeah, she really was the star of this episode.
Yes. I would say she's my favorite now, but I still really partial to Alia, so I have to give her at least one more episode of her being perfect.
I don't know. I feel like, despite everything I said, I feel like I think I might like her more than Alia. It's because she's just so tough. Funny.
But Alia kind of, at first I was like, yeah, I definitely like Yuki more, but then the last part of the episode kind of saved Alia a bit when she had to try on the different dresses.
Oh my gosh. And that was so stupid. Where you were just like, oh yeah, I like it, da da da. And she's like, okay. And then they're both like, oh my god, we said words to each other.
I mean, it was a bit better. Like he was like, "Oh yeah, you look hot in that
Oh yeah, there's one where
dress
yeah,
or
he was
whatever."
like, I like this.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that makes yeah, because you're more hot than cute. So da 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 da. And I was just like, oh, that's like the only
But
time where I'm just like,
I
okay,
kind of like that though, because he's like, at least he's putting forth an effort to be. I'm tired of the spineless MCs. All right, I like that he's actually putting in his work to be different.
yeah, but like, I mean, it's like I get like I don't know. I feel like that's something I would say
I mean, yeah, that's
normally,
something I
and
would say, and then be kind of embarrassed about it afterwards if I was in high school.
I mean, I well, okay, no, I wouldn't say that too. I'm trying to put myself trying to put myself in the shoes of a straight man in high school.
Mm.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't make it earnest. I'd probably make it like a joke to like play it off. I'd be like, oh, okay, well, okay, Miss Thing, you looking kind of sexy. Alright, da, da, da. Like just something to make her embarrassed. But that would embarrass me personally. That's why I was like, why is he so embarrassed? But I guess Sasuga Japan. Um, the last pose where she where she hit the pose. Oh,
Oh yeah.
and Yuki was there, and she was just like, oh. Yeah, if I was her, I also would probably just die. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also hilarious that for props off to the cameraman. This episode, there was a number of camera angles that were very interesting this episode, so that was good to see. But that whole scene where they were in the I don't know if you noticed when they were in the restaurant, and then Yuki was trying to troll Alia and saying, "Oh yeah, I woke up next to him in bed," and then like everyone in the restaurant
I was watching her.
at the
Yes,
table.
I noticed that. I was like, now she's saying this and being messy, but everyone is watching them. Mm-mm-mm. That was pretty funny. And yeah, that was high trolling because she knew that the only reason that Alia was eating the spicy stuff is to hang with them, and then she's just like, "Huh? Well, we kind of like doing this drop of this extra hot oil that'll like kill you. Would you like doing a drop since you like spicy food so much?" Even though Alia was clearly suffering. I love how at some point
But
she
that was
literally
her own
says
fault.
she literally just says "mama." Like I was like, girl, at this point, give it up. Mm-mm-mm. Also, let me tell you something. The way she would have to pay for her own triple cone. What are you doing? If I'm buying you ice cream, or it's single cone. I don't care that you melted your taste buds at the restaurant. No one told you to eat there. It did look good though. Let's see. Oh, and then a part that what feels like it's gonna be plot. What I'm super interested in is both of them running for president against each other, which clearly is gonna have him in the middle. Like it's gonna be that question of like who is he going to join as whose running mate between his sister and Alia.
Yeah, it's gonna be a potential good plot point.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. Also, shout out to the student council president. He seemed cool.
Yeah, he was a bro. He was a bro.
And he was like, "Join us," and then Kuze was like, "No." Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I think that was basically everything for this episode. It was pretty good. All right, up next we have Chika Noko Noko Chika Noko Noko Noko
Kosh
Tan
Tan
Tan.
Tan.
Thank you.
Come on, bro, the song.
I was like, I had a brain fart. Sorry. I just woke up from a nap before we started recording. So speaking of sisters, we are introduced to a new character, which is which one calls it? It is Torako's sister.
Anko. Yeah. She was a little wild.
Oh, that's why I can't say. I'm looking at the wrong. I was looking at episode 1 notes. I was like, where is this girl's name? Yes, Anko.
Anko. Ugh, I felt bad for Koshi in the beginning when she was like so happy to go to the club.
Yep, I'm not gonna lie. The moment she was like, "Oh yeah, I just because I hate her," and blah 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 blah, I don't think she would have made it to the game because I would have beaten her ass. Like, I would have beaten her ass expeditiously. I simply would have to fight her. I'm like, what? I don't care if you want to kill this other person. You destroyed my livelihood. 3 in the morning, and then you destroyed it. Girl, just kill her. Why does it? Right? Why does it ruin my shit?
Well, she did try to kill her. She like stabbed her through the head with a spear.
Okay, then keep aiming at her. Like, I don't understand. Why did they mess up my little? Like, oh, I really felt bad for Koshi. I probably would have hurt my sister's feelings.
Yeah, I'm surprised Koshi wasn't more angry. I guess she knows what an unhinged weirdo her sister is.
Yeah. Also, I love they brought the little Naruto references because you kept throwing kunai.
Yeah. Hokage?
Hokage? Oh, and then they proceed to have their game, which apparently is just to humiliate Koshi to no end. Oh my god. Also, they keep bringing up her virginity. Like,
yeah, I like that's a running plot point.
They're like, oh my god, you talk about my sister's virginity. I've been trying to block it forever.
Also, I loved before even the game show, Noko just escalating the unhingedness of Anko, where she was like, "Did you sleep with my sister? Koshi's my girl. You'll never have her."
Yeah. That was crazy. Oh my god. The question about her bra. And then they're just like, wait, you don't have any proof of it? Well, let's watch the video.
Here's the video footage.
I was like, no.
I like that the show doesn't explain anything because it makes it that much funnier just never having answers to some of this stuff. Like, how does Koshi know so much about, or Noko so much about Koshi? Why do they have video footage of
her
all
changing
this shit
her
going on? Yeah.
Oh my god. What you said? Why? They said, what was the question?
About her boyfriends.
Yeah, like, yeah, how many men or women has she dated and why? And she's like, ha, because of shoujo manga brain rot. And I was like, damn. Oh my god.
Noko answered first, like 0. Like, yes, we all know that she's never dated anyone before, but like, why?
But why? That was yeah. I love how after Anko just decided to kill her anyways. Which, by the way, now I think about it, now I'm saying the name. I'm pretty sure this is not like, it's not really Naruto reference, but Anko is a character in Naruto.
Well, and Anko does also use kunai.
That's not really saying much. Like 90% of Naruto characters use kunai.
Do they though? Not really. Most characters do not use kunai in Naruto.
I feel like it's easier to name a character who doesn't use.
I literally
kunai.
can only think of 2 characters who are synonymous with kunai, and it's Ten and Anko. Everyone else has some crazy
Naruto,
Dragon Ball Z
Sasuke,
they do.
Sakura, Kakashi.
I'm sorry. When did Sasuke use kunai outside of like episode 1?
The Chunin exams, Shippuden, like girl, what are you talking?
By that point,
Yes,
he has Sharingan and all this other bullshit.
But they use it in conjunction with his ninja
No,
tools.
he does not.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He actually does. Like, please do not. Please.
We see Anko use copious amounts of kunai in her fights. Like her fighting style.
You mean her one fight? Girl, you mean her one fight?
Yeah, her one fight. Okay. Along with Ten's one fight.
Okay, just say you don't remember anything before she.
As opposed to everyone else who. Oh yeah, they might throw one kunai in the entire fucking show, but then they have like all their other abilities that they use.
They have. I will say. I would say the main 3 have used. Maybe not. I would say Naruto the least. I would say actually Sasuke uses his ninja tools the most, which is why I like Sasuke as like a ninja character. I'm just like,
if by ninja
Sasuke,
tool you mean Sharingan?
No, I mean he used in addition to Sharingan and ninjutsu, he also that's why I outside of his very one-dimensional, obnoxious like character as a ninja, I love like he's really dope. I hate his personality, but the way he fights, I'm like, it's always cool because he always uses like multiple techniques. It's not just Rasengan, Shadow Clone, Rasengan, Shadow Clone, Rasengan, Shadow. Watch Sasuke fights. Watch the Sasuke fights. Watch the Sasuke fights if you don't believe me, and also stop making me talk about this show. Ugh. Yes, I'm yes. By the end of Shippuden, yes, I'm at that point. Yes, it was just Sharingan, Susanoo bullshit. Mm-hmm. But for the most of Shippuden, he actually did use his weapons, which is why I like this fight.
Listen, for those of you who have watched Shippuden, leave it in the comments what you think about Sasuke's fighting style. God. And how many kunai he's used.
Okay, I don't have a kunai counter, but yes, he is very much a ninja tool.
I'm just saying, my point is, when people think of Sasuke, the first thing they're thought of is not kunai.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Ten and Anko, it's kunai.
I agree, and I'm not even fighting that because Ten all she does is throw ninja weapons. But one of the things I actually liked about Sasuke's fighting style is that he used it.
I'm pretty sure Anko and Ten didn't even have any other power besides just ninja weapons.
That's not true. Anko had a thing with the snakes. She used snakes.
That's more like Orochimaru's power, though, like curse seal bullshit.
What's your point? It's her power.
But didn't she have a curse seal from Orochimaru? That's why she has that.
Once again, it's her power.
Is it her power, or is it just Orochimaru bitter and now she can do snakes?
Okay, I'm like, Sasuke got most of his powers from his brother. So what are we doing? Actually, he got most of his powers from Orochimaru and his brother.
Naruto's so fucking stupid. I hate Naruto. Anyway,
yes. Right. Thank you. Why? Like, ew. Why are we having this argument about Naruto of all things? Ew. Oh yeah. So all that just to say, Anko actually almost kills Noko, but Noko comes back to life because I guess the dear gods are like, no, that was funny. dear God just kicks her back down.
Yeah.
Yep.
They always have different versions of the deer song, like Chica. It was like a very angelic hymn.
Yeah. And then they become friends. Which is surprising. I didn't expect them to become friends at the end. Mm-hmm. I thought it was going to be more of a I still have my eyes on you kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where this goes with those two specifically. Mm-hmm. And if they all... I guess she's going to join the Deer Club just to be with her sister.
Probably,
so,
yeah.
We'll see.
Alright, up next we have Tower of God, Season 2, Episode 2.
Yes.
Um, excuse me, man. I'm like, it's so crazy how I'm like, I. It really does feel like forever since I read this part because I'm just like, whoa. I'm like, I'm like the throwback is real. I'm just like, whoa. I forgot. Like the more characters they introduce, the more I'm just like, whoa. I forgot all of you.
I do have to say I love their character design. There's so many like
Mm-hmm.
really cool looking characters that just show up.
Agree. I think in the adaptation, in terms of what they're wearing, is
Mm-hmm.
really well done. I would say. I don't.
Yeah.
I would go even as far as to say they don't. It does not look this sharp in the manhwa.
Ooh. Well, the manhwa's art is horrible. That's part of the reason why I don't read manhwa because a lot of the time their art is so. Ugh.
Yeah, I feel like Tower God is like the best of it.
Really?
Yeah. In terms of the art,
Man.
it's definitely the best of what you're gonna get. I
It
mean,
reminds me of One Punch. Have you ever seen like the original One Punch Man comic?
mm-mm.
Like, oh my god, the art is like god awful.
I don't think it's. I don't think the manhwa is like bad. I mean, it's not as good as manga, but I don't know. There's a kind of like a has a certain kind of like je ne sais quoi. Like
Mhm.
like the slight unpolished of it kind of just adds some. Yeah, it just adds that je ne sais quoi that I don't know. It's kind of like a charm a
Mm.
bit. Um. Also, the coloring is I like the coloring, which is I guess that's something that separates from like manga for most part. They don't it's black and white. They don't have to worry about color. But manhwa, at least the manhwa I've read, it's all colored.
Yeah, I guess that is the advantage of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still prefer the anime. I'm a casual. I want to see the animation. All right,
For especially for Tower of God,
especially for an action show. Yeah.
yeah. I will say I feel like it will translate. I really want this Tower of God to really take off. I want multiple seasons. I feel like we're not gonna
Mm.
get them because
I think I
I
think
want.
I feel like this has been fairly successful and it's being talked about and stuff.
I know that's why I'm like scared because because yo, it's like I see some of these scenes and I can't help but think I'm like, yo, if this is animated, I know this shit would go crazy. This shit's
And so
gonna
far
go
from what I've
crazy.
seen, it looks like a good. Even though I haven't read the original, it seems like a fairly good adaptation so far. Like well
Yeah.
paced. I don't feel like it's being rushed or anything.
I would say so. It's pretty good. Introduction of the other characters for the next test.
Mm,
Um, excuse me. I still don't know how much. I do we still know how? Do we know how long this is going?
probably 13 episodes. It doesn't say though.
Okay, so we're not getting through the second arc, and
We
then
can always maybe it'll be 2 quarters. Who knows?
it has to be two cores. You can't not this pace. Definitely
Mm.
not. They need to go much faster to get through all. I'm telling you, the second part is like double the first part. It
Damn.
is
I actually
very
kind of
long.
like that. The other thing I'm liking about this season so far is that we're not as focused on Bam. Like
Hmm.
he's there and he's like obviously like a primary focus, but it's being told through like the perspective of the other new guy, Wangan.
Hmm.
So I kind of just like it feels kind of refreshing to see it from somebody
Yeah,
else's perspective.
I like that too. I like when they did that. That's how they started the time skip.
And it's like the main character is actually kind of more of like a side character to the story. It kind of really feels makes it feel more authentic and like oddly adds to the world building because it's like, man, this world exists outside of just the main character. There's like other people and motivations in this.
Hmm. I don't. I really didn't remember the test. Which, by the way, and it's I'm gonna say Oni is that
Mm-hmm.
literally, no matter what's happening in the plot, always expect a test or a game to happen in this series.
I mean, I already knew that. That's like the whole premise of the
no,
show.
no, because there are moments where they're just like, oh, well, let's play a game or a test, and they're doing it even now to where I'm up to, and I'm just like, we're doing this now with everything that's happening. We're like, we're really doing let's play a game. Like, we're really doing that. It gets a little ridiculous. At this point, it makes sense. Later on, it's like, oh, we're still doing this. Okay, like, but yeah, like whenever some shit happens, it's always like, there's a conundrum. Let's play a game, sort it out. That's kind of like their their go-to thing. I will say, I'm just like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, this is one of the things that I don't love about this series, because it just feels repetitious, or it feels like that's like your go-to thing when some shit needs to be resolved.
Mm.
Or like or like, instead of this overpowered character just slaughtering everyone else, let's just play a game instead to give it even chance. Like, they do that a lot. But I guess it makes for a more interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's fine. It's fine. This is still shown. It's still very much shown at the end of the day. That's what I have to keep telling myself.
Well, like you said, for now it makes sense, and I like the. I'm liking the cast so far. The new girl that showed up, the flamethrower.
Yeah, Yua.
Yeah, Yua. She's pretty. She reminds me of Rin a lot. She's very clumsy, strong. Like, I'm strong and important, but also I'm a fucking klutz and.
Yeah.
So completely socially awkward.
Yeah, she's I do like Yua as a character. Yeah, she's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, I loved by like towards the that's one that made me laugh. I'm just like, Bam telling everybody and their mama like, oh yeah, I'm a fug slayer candidate. And I'm just like, girl. And as you're about to see, saying shit like that is going to have very serious consequences.
I just like that they keep calling it fug because I keep hearing fuck in my mind, and I'm just like,
I hate it. I call it fugue. I prefer fugue. I might just keep.
I'm here to fug.
like that sounds so ugly. Fug. Ew.
I'm gonna fug you up, man. What was I gonna say about? I'm waiting for the shoe to drop because I know, just like with season 1 with Rachel and all that, somebody in this group is a traitor or fucking not what they seem like or something like that. So I have my suspicions. I'll keep it to myself for now.
Oh really? You don't want to share with the class?
It's too early, so it's just gonna be like a blind guess.
Oh, okay.
But I'm guessing the girl and the little girl and her, I don't know, friend or whatever, the other girl.
Okay.
So, that, because I feel like the other ones are too obvious. Like the big dude, big mysterious guy. All right, the other guy who looks like super fucking evil clearly is not as evil as he. Especially when he was trying to get the
candy bar. That was so funny.
Just holding his hand out for like a whole minute,
and everyone just ignores him.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what the game that Love is gonna play with Bam. Something tells me it's going to be a very dangerous one potentially, because once again, as you saw, Love was like, yeah, like
fuck him up.
Yeah, because for all intended purposes, well, he already said what that was the crazy thing. It was wild that he said he straight up spelled out what he planned to do. He was like, I'm gonna kill Jihad. And I'm just like, audible gas. I audibly gasped at that. I don't know why I did, even though I just forgot that he just said it outright, and I'm just like, you want to say it to a ranker? And Oni, you're probably going to soon remember just how strong rankers are. So I was like, oh, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm excited for the next episode. I'm excited to see how the game's gonna go. And more specifically how it's going to be animated, because I know it's probably just gonna look really, really good. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Right.
It's been a good season so far. Yeah. So it continues.
I mean, I hope I hope he wouldn't think anything else after 2 episodes.
Dropping it. It's garbage.
All right. Up next, we have the Isekai Suicide Squad, episode 5.
Yes. It feels so weird that we're on episode 5 of this and like episode 2 of everything else.
Yeah, and it ends, and then this is ending in like 5 episodes. Like 9 or 12. Yep. Only 10 episodes.
Wow. Shit, are we gonna have to add something else to the lineup? Potentially.
Girl, I don't know what you're adding.
I mean, we can't have 5.5. We already have a half a show with half elf, whatever, plus sized elves.
Oh yeah, I guess that does make 6.5. I don't know. And
just something to keep
right.
in mind.
I'm like, it's too late for me to think about right now. How do I feel about this episode?
This episode was weird.
Right. Especially in terms of animation. This is really weird. Why was the running not great? Why did we struggle with the running?
There were some scenes that were like really well animated, and then other scenes that looked like, what the fuck is going on in this?
There was literally a point like, where I
JPEGs.
I think it was like Deadshot was running, and it just became CGI, straight CGI. I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, what? It was really weird. The blending of the animation was weird. Like some scenes where it was like, you know how they like color certain parts of the background because it's like, oh, obviously Harley's gonna run up this wall, so I have to make the wall a different color than the rest of the walls. But then it like looked really jarring at certain other points. It was just weird. It was like a really weird mix of animation styles.
Yeah. I'm not like it was like, yeah, at some point it distracted me from like everything that was going on. Which is a shame because it was like it was a cool scene, like they were fighting a dragon.
Yeah, the scene itself was fun, like in terms of where they were going with it. I did like their little interactions that they have. Like I really like their back and forth with each other. They're really cool.
Yeah, I agree. Except I can't believe I'm about to say this. But I would say I don't really like Deadshot. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry. I know I feel crazy.
I mean, is it because he's an asshole? Because he's supposed to be an asshole.
I know he's such an asshole, but it feels very like it's not. There's nothing fun about him being an asshole. It's just I'm just an asshole, and I'm just like
he's the least funny, I think. Like because everyone is like an asshole, but they have like a twist to it. Like
exactly, like one
Harley's an asshole, but she's cute and psychotic.
Clayman is like delusional and dramatic, and the artiste.
Yeah, same as Peacemaker. Peacemaker's also delusional and insane and unpredictable.
Right, and you know, Shark is just baby.
Yeah, Shark is just there.
Right.
But yeah, that shot is kind of just like
and the gag is he talks the most. I think it's about the most. God, it's like, oh my god, you're not even being funny. You're just now. I don't give a fuck about that. And this got a pain in my ass. And shut up, shut up. Oh my god.
It is funny. I feel like he has more lines than Harley sometimes.
Right.
Like,
oh my god. Is
Harley Quinn the main character? Or is it Deadshot?
Right. Oh my gosh. And I hate it. I'm like, not y'all making me actively dislike the black guy. Oh God, I'm just like, girl, I'm just like, sometimes just like be quiet. or be quiet or be funny.
Also, I feel like this episode dragged a lot. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why, but maybe because Oshinoko felt so ridiculously fast, but
Mm-hmm.
this one felt like extra long for no
Yes, it
reason.
was like him once again, Deadshot being like, I need bullets. Bullets,
Hmm.
please. I need bullets. And they talk about getting bullets, and they should just, I don't know, less talking about the bullets and more getting the
More
bullets.
doing the bullets.
Yeah, more doing the bullets. Um, I mean, that being said, he did pull his weight in terms of like the fighting the dragon. So I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
rocket
fine.
launcher.
At least, yeah, right. At least he wasn't, which was hilarious. I didn't understand what was. I'm like, is the dragon on fire?
Yeah, it was
what's
like on fire.
happening? The fire, like I, I
Also, I don't know if that's how rocket launchers work. Like, I don't think there wasn't like a. It doesn't create like a perpetual fire. It's just like an explosion.
right.
And also, it's not like there's
Was it like a
it,
incendiary rocket
yeah.
launcher?
Are your scales flammable or something?
What's happening? And why does your fire look like? Why did it look like that? Like, I don't
Yeah, it
know.
was another artistic, weird animation trace, so the fire was just kind of weird.
Like I thought it was literally were just gonna like pop out like the flame from shit. What is that one movie? Oh, Howl's Moving Castle. And be like, oh my god, it's me again. Yeah, this is
Yeah. I just didn't know how to feel about this episode. It was strange in some spots, funny
it.
and good in other spots.
It wasn't my favorite. There's a lot of
No,
dead shot talking. It was salvageable because of the dragon fight.
yeah, and now Harley has a dragon
And
of
they
her own.
which
So,
was cute. And also the fort's been destroyed, so that
mm-hmm.
happened. Yeah, we shall see what
Yes,
what happened and why, because they show those two people and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck these people are.
I'm like, oh no, these guys, the
I
D
don't
team.
know. I'm like
I'm pretty
the
sure no one does. You have to be like a fucking DC
fan, yeah.
mastermind to know who the hell
I
half these
was like,
characters
this
are.
guy with the brain. I'm like, is this the brain? And I'm just like, no, the brain is a mouse. Or the brain is that one thing from Teen Titans. Isn't that his name, the brain? Or am I
I
thinking
don't know
of
what you're
something
talking
else? Okay, never mind that. Shut my fat ass up.
about.
All right, and last but not least, we have uh plus size elf
Hmm.
episode 2. Um, so we get introduction to the dark elf, which by the way, I'm realizing now that none of these characters have names.
No, yeah, it's Dark Elf, and I forgot what the other girl is. The flower,
I just call her plant elf. Flower elf sounds
Planet
pretty.
Elf.
Flower elf sounds prettier. Um. So yeah, this is very interesting. So as I was saying in during the live watch, which is exclusive to our Patreon. So if you're interested, join us on Patreon. Um, I really find it very interesting and cool that that there's definitely more of a focus on like wellness and health than I thought there would be. I thought it
Yeah,
kind of would
they do
be
give some actual
like
tips.
I thought it'd be kind of like, oh, just get a massage and or be like a montage of them working out and then that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that. Um when the dark elf is like struggling about like her core, well not her core, about her lower body, and especially because her ass fat.
Mm-hmm.
I love how she's like, I need to lose ass fat. I need to lose the ass fat because I can't use magic without it. I have to use my clothes, and they don't fit.
Yeah, I like that they have a different reasoning other than just I need to be the same weight to get through the gate.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then they go into the whole like, oh yeah, we're gonna massage your feet, so you feel lighter so you feel lighter, and then here's these exercises you can do to tone your butt. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a good mix of like, yeah, there's fan service, but there's actually like effort and thought put into the story as well as the exercise routines and stuff like that. Like research was done. It reminds me of, again, Onegai Muscle, like fan service, but there's actually stuff in there for exercising.
Absolutely. I love the part where he's like trying to be body positive, and both the elves are just like not having it. They're just like, yeah, you like, yeah, like, oh, so you like big butts or you like girls with tummies, like, and then they just stop beefing with each other, and they're just like, I'm over this. Yeah. Right? They're just like, okay, I'm gonna leave, and she's like, bye, thank you for coming. That was really funny. And then they do an interesting twist with the whole wellness when the plant elf, her flower's getting bigger, and I think it's causing her to get bigger in general because she grows like a plant essentially.
Yeah, and it's like sunny out, so it's
so she's naturally getting bigger, including her flower, but the flower's like weighing down her body. So he provides her like with a neck brace to wear, and of course they give like the little etchy part where they like put it on top of her to, I don't know, make it look like BDSM, like, which is kind of actually, which is actually really like that's actually really creative way to tie in the etchy. Like, see, stuff like this is why I like etchy. Like, I like the creativity of it all.
Yeah, it's not just here's tits and ass.
Exactly. And then he's like, yeah, I also wear this umbrella so you don't get as much sun and you'll actually shrink in size. So yeah, he had to take like a different approach just to help her, and I thought that was like really cool and very different.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a nice little extra scene.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the other characters for sure. I guess next week it's the Oni is coming. For some reason, I feel like it's gonna be maybe since around like working out and sauna and shit.
Yeah, they went to the sauna, so they'll probably be like, go to the steam room and then sweat your balls off.
Yeah, something like that. Also, I think the Dark Elf is like insanely hot.
Oh yeah, this Dark Elf is super hot. She's the best one there.
She is incredibly hot. I was like, whoa.
Sorry, regular elf, but
no offense to normal elf. Like, I don't know. Yeah, other girl, she just she got that thing on her. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to next week. I'm really enjoying this anime more than I thought I would.
Same.
And yeah, with that being said, I think we're done with our reviews, and we are done with this episode.
All right. Guys, if you enjoyed this week's episode of Waifu Wars Podcast, make sure you like button and subscribe so you catch every episode as it goes up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a channel member or patron and join us for our weekly live watches, which this season includes Oshi no Ko and Isekai Suicide Squad. So if that sounds interesting to you, you know what to do. Drew, you have anything you'd like to say?
Deadshot wouldn't have missed.
Drew's opinion. the reviews, G&A reviews. No. He totally would have, probably, though. Either way, this has been Sobroni.
Kidding, Droopy Doo.
Later.
Bye.